What's going on, gamers? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building for another weekly video, and today is a very special video. But before I dive into today's huge news, just want to send a huge shout out to the podcast, to everybody who's showing up live, to all my new subscribers and old subscribers as well. If you're not subscribed, please click the link below, okay, as well as follow your boy on Twitter, follow everybody on the Shop Podcast. All of that is in the description below. The channel is growing, guys. Subscribe. Appreciate the support and love. I don't want to spend too much time on that because we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So on to today's video. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock and have not noticed, some huge, possibly industry-changing information just happened today. So GDC 2019 went down today, and Google showed up with the Google Stadia. Okay, I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong. The pronunciation could be completely different. Don't shoot me in the comment section. I apologize, but I think that's how you say it. Google Stadia. So we've known for a while. There's been rumors out there that besides Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, other people, Google, Amazon, want to get into the console gaming space, but we didn't really know how they were going to do that. So today, essentially, Google unveiled Google Stadia, which is essentially a streaming system. Now, let me throw out a disclaimer. I'm going to give Google the benefit of the doubt because we've seen this before. Because Google is Google, they have the finances as well as the minds to pull this off. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt reluctantly. Okay, just wanted to throw that out there before I dive in. Now, I didn't get to see it live. I was on Twitter like most of us, but I saw some tidbits here and there. And just to briefly go over what this streaming service is offering, they're claiming it offers 4K 60, eventually 8K 120 frames, which is crazy. Low latency, low input lag. I mean, the controller has like a game now button. It's cross-play. You can essentially put down the game on a console or some other device like a tablet, pick it up on your PC and start again right away with the press of one button. Very little lag, very little interference in between time. There's a bunch of other features as well. I don't have the list in front of me. I'm kind of doing a dry run here, but there's a lot of other things that the actual system or streaming option has going for it. Now, one thing I want to say is we've seen this before. If you're looking at the thumbnail, those are a couple different options that we've seen this before. You're looking at the Ouya, the NVIDIA Shield, as well as OnLive, which a lot of people are actually low-key comparing this to OnLive, which did something very similar, which also offered a lot of the similar features as well. Now, the one thing that Google has not addressed is some key things. They're throwing out buzzwords, teraflops, and low latency, and anybody can stream it. We have 1 million data server farms all the way across the world, and we're going to have all these, middleware developers helping us out and on board for this. But there's a lot of other outlying questions as well. First, big one, price. Based on everything we're hearing, it's more than likely going to be a subscription service. I don't know if that's going to catch on, because if you don't have the software, nobody's going to pay for a subscription. People didn't even want to pay for Game Pass at first. How many people out in the video game world was talking about, well, Game Pass, nothing but old games, until it showed its value. And I don't know what kind of value that's going to have, especially if Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft don't play nice. Those three companies have already built fan bases. They don't need to prove anything. They have their own IPs to stand on. So if I'm just getting multi-plats and cell phone games, this is not going to be a great option for a gamer like myself. Now, once again, I'll leave a link below in the description. You guys can go check all of the information out, an official link. You guys can get all the information. I urge you guys to do your research before you go jump off a cliff. Please don't do that. Read the article below as well. Appreciate that. A couple other things. Input lag. Now, we heard various different reports that it runs okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they showed. I seen a couple I seen a couple tweets saying that it ran okay. Well, okay is not necessarily good. And what does okay mean? Because if it's internet based, not everybody's connection is going to be able to stream consistently. PS Now had issues streaming. So I don't think everybody's internet connection is going to be able to stream the way the game is supposed to be. I mean, you're going to have a hefty connection on top of data caps, on top of all these different things to seamlessly jump between Xbox, PC, laptop, tablet, and cell phone. That takes a lot of computing power. Now, they are saying that all of this is going to be done through just the data farms that they have everything stored on and their server load. But let's be honest, your own personal internet connection plays a big part of the type of input lag and the type of performance you're going to see from this kind of system. That is one of the biggest things for me that I'm hesitant on. Once again, I am going to give Google the benefit of the doubt because they do have the infrastructure to pull it off. Now, ultimately, those two things are unnecessarily deal breakers for me. This is not something for me that I think I'm going to invest in right away. I don't think this is something that actually is going to be an actual formidable thing or actually viable for a lot of people for at least 5-6 years, to be honest with you, because the infrastructure is just not there yet. The input lag may be crazy. The price may be crazy. How are they supposed to do the cost? I mean, are they going to have a subscription service? How much is it going to be? There's all these other things about Google as well. We got to think about it, man. Google owns YouTube. They're including things like you'll be able to jump in with your favorite YouTube creator at a press of a button. It seems more like they're catering towards YouTube creators and content creators than anything else. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but for the majority of console players, they don't care about that, nor do I, and I'm even a YouTube creator. What kind of lag? How does that gonna work as far as the performance of the overall system? People jumping in and out of my games, things like that. That's not necessarily me, but other YouTubers as well. So it's a lot more questions and answers, and that's what I got from watching and kind of reading online. A lot more things need to be answered. We've seen this before. Shout out to OnLive and the Ouya, and it has not failed. It has not worked great at all. This could either one or two things is going to happen. This is going to work beautifully and push the industry to the next level, which I still think it's going to do anyway, just because of the technology. And I feel like one thing we can take away from this is that cloud gaming is on everybody's mind. I don't care what system you're on. All these companies are thinking about streaming your video games. That's one thing that I can take away. That is for sure on every single hardware manufacturer's mind is streaming video games. We can put that to bed right now because everybody's throwing their hat in that ring. I don't care if you Sony, Nintendo, Xbox, everybody's throwing their hat in that ring, okay? So you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the video, what you guys think about the news. Are you happy about it? Once again, I'm kind of in the middle. This is not something that I'm going to jump on board with right away anyway. I'm definitely going to wait it out and see. I think in another 4 to 5 years, this will be a lot more viable with 5G being implemented, with people getting better internet, nationwide, with cloud gaming moving in a proper direction. So I think it could be something very great. But once again, I don't think for the immediate future, it has too many issues. I'm not going down that road again. I've done OnLive. No, thank you guys. But once again, make your own opinion. The information is down in the link below. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace out.